welcome to today's On This Day in Tudor History with me, Claire Ridgway, founder of the Tudor Society and the Anne Boleyn Files websites. On this day in Tudor history, the 9th of December 1538, so in the reign of King Henry VIII, Sir Edward Neville, courtier, gentleman of the Privy Chamber, and son of George Neville, 2nd Baron Bergavenny, was beheaded on Tower Hill. In August 1538, Geoffrey Pole had been arrested on suspicion of being in contact with his brother Cardinal Reginald Pole, who had denounced King Henry VIII and his policies in a treatise. Geoffrey Pole underwent 7 separate rounds of interrogations on the 4th of November 1538, and information he gave to the Crown led to the arrests of his brother, Henry Pole, 1st Baron Montague, his brother-in-law, Sir Edward Neville, the star of today's On This Day, and also Henry Courtenay, Marquis of Exeter, and his wife and son. They were all accused of treason for plotting with Cardinal Pole and conspiring against King Henry VIII. According to his indictment, Sir Edward Neville was accused of openly saying, "The king is a beast, and worse than a beast. I trust knaves shall be put down, and lords reign one day, and that the world will amend one day." The Marchioness of Exeter also gave information to the Crown, telling of how, when her husband had gone north in autumn 1536 during the Pilgrimage of Grace rebellion, and she'd got worried about him being one of the first in battle, Neville had prophesied, "Madam, be not afeard of this, nor of the second, but beware of the third." So he was also apparently dabbling in prophecy. Neville protested his innocence at his trial on the 4th of November 1538, but it was no good. He was attainted of high treason and condemned to death. He was executed by beheading on Tower Hill on this day in 1538 and was buried at the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula at the Tower of London. Here are a few more facts about this alleged Tudor traitor. Neville had been close to King Henry VIII early in his reign and was said to resemble him. Cardinal Wolsey even mistook him for the king when both men were masked in court entertainments, saying that Neville was a comely knight of goodly personage that much resembled the king's person in that mask than any other. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, in that mask than any other. He was a gifted singer and loved jousting and hunting. In 1516, he served as master of the Buckhounds. In January 1510, he jousted against William Compton and caused panic when he injured him, and people thought that Compton was actually the king. So although Neville had injured Compton, who was thought to be so seriously injured that he was going to die, everyone thought that he was the king because Compton and the king had sort of gone in disguise. Another fact about Neville was the king was Neville's second son's godfather, so that's how close they were. Neville was knighted following his courageous actions at the siege of Tournai in 1513. He was banned temporarily from the king's presence after the fall of the Duke of Buckingham in 1521, due to the Duke of Buckingham being Neville's brother's father-in-law, so a family link to the traitor, the Duke of Buckingham, or the alleged traitor, the Duke of Buckingham. Neville accompanied Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn on their visit to Calais in 1532, and he was made the king's standard-bearer soon after. And then in 1533, he served as a sewer at the coronation banquet of Queen Anne Boleyn. Neville was married to Eleanor, daughter of Andrew Windsor, Keeper of the Great Wardrobe, and widow of Ralph, 9 Baron Scrope of Massam. Neville and Eleanor had 7 children together. So those are some facts about this Tudor traitor, this alleged Tudor traitor who died on this day in 1538 as part of the Exeter plot, a conspiracy, an alleged conspiracy against the king by the Poles. Thank you for joining me. You can subscribe by clicking round about there. There's a big button just there. You can hit the bell to be notified as videos go live. You can give me a like and you can also leave a comment. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.